Hey and welcome, Hammeh here. A few little bits of news for you as we sit anxiously in wait for the Overwatch Uprising event that's going to be releasing later. So here we're going to be talking about a few things. Hanzo skins could be incoming, we have a little think about what and perhaps when they could be, and it's going to be maybe sooner than we think. There's also a few little bits to get prepared for Insurrection later in terms of the time that the event is going live. And finally, a new cool figure is going to be on its way. Nendoroid Mei, got the details here. First things first, Hanzo skins. Now as Overwatch has frolicked to mega game status, there has been one slightly sad group. Much like the A-team, Hanzo mains have been surviving as soldiers of fortune on the skin front. Perhaps blamed for a crime they didn't commit, picking Hanzo isn't a crime in itself if picked like any other hero in the right place. Although he maybe does have a little bit of a bad rep. Hanzo fans have been waiting for new skins anxiously, watching each event pass with a little more sadness and a single tear in their eye. Well, no longer. The one complaint, and perhaps only complaint, on the event leak yesterday for Uprising was that Hanzo again was getting no skins, and Jeff took to the boards hours later to jump in and say something very, very cool. So if Hanzo has 3 amazing legendary skins in production right now, then rejoice, Hanzo mains. When could this be coming? It could be sooner than you think. Now, Heroes of the Storm is in the middle of big changes right now to its structure and progression, Heroes 2.0. As part of this, there's a big long roadmap the dev team for that game has shared with the community as to what's coming up over the next few weeks. We are getting most likely Genji in the Nexus on April the 17th, that's next Monday, potentially an Overwatch themed battleground on the same day if it's an Overwatch style event, and perhaps even D.Va or another Overwatch hero May the 4th if this theme holds. So why might this mean good chances of a Hanzo skin? Well, on April 25th on the roadmap, a Nexus Challenge 2.0 arrives. Now for those of you playing Overwatch for a little bit of time, the first Nexus Challenge encouraged players to get into Heroes of the Storm, play 15 games or so with a friend, and you could get the Oni Genji skin. So either we're getting another chance to go and get that Oni Genji skin, might fit with Genji being released as a hero, or perhaps a new Overwatch skin could be inbound, something different to encourage people to play. Maybe an Oni Hanzo or a Hanzo Legendary perhaps, that could fit quite nicely. Either way, good time to visit Heroes of the Storm pretty soon over the next month. Do check out the fun interactions and voice lines that game has below. I'm continuing the series and it's a great way to learn about all of Blizzard's cool heroes and villains, as well as hearing more and different Overwatch interactions and voice lines too. And hey, the game's really fun, free to play as well. What would you like to see as Hanzo skins? Are you a Hanzo aficionado and happy with this news? Do let me know in the comments. Okay, Insurrection is not long away, so a little bit of information as to when it's going to probably release and how you can get prepared. So generally Overwatch events on Tuesdays and patch days tend to release at about 7 PM UK time. Anyway, 7 PM UK at the moment, British summertime, that is 11 AM on the west coast of America, 2 PM New York time, EDT, and around about 8 PM Central European time. For you guys over in Australia and similar, it's going to be the next day for you. Take the time for 7 PM UK and adjust accordingly. If you want to be spoiled on the new skins announced, Brawl and more, there was a leaked trailer yesterday that also had a bunch of cool lore sprays in. Do check out my news video below. Otherwise, if you don't want to be spoiled until later today, maybe check out the Uprising comic video I did where I did all of the in-depth lore analysis. Do be sure to have a look around my channel whenever you see this, and particularly later today if you're watching this today, for a whole bunch of videos on all of the new skins, unlockables, voice lines and more that are going to be in the event, as well as checking out the new Brawl and perhaps some unboxings as well. Going to be loads of cool videos, really can't wait to get into this event. Last but not least, Nendoroid Mei is coming to us. Now, a couple of months back, shared with you that Nendoroid Mei was on the way. Now that she's actually available for pre-order in the Blizzard store. She's got full articulation, the Nendoroid series of figures, they're fully articulated, they've got a little bit more to them in that way than Funko Pops, but they're not quite as expensive as the big Blizzard statues, so they're a lovely, cool little midpoint in terms of sweet figures. Mei's fully articulated, she's got her endothermic blaster that can show her firing a stream of freezing frost. She's also got Snowball that can be detached and displayed on its own little stand. You can have a little circular effect sheet or sort of sticker to show Mei activating her blizzard, which is pretty sweet as well. Just so you know, this isn't product placement or anything like that. I'm not being paid anything for this. I just love figures and all kinds of merchandise, gaming stuff, gaming statues and similar. So Mei's actually going to be with us by the end of Q4 2017. So that's kind of the end of this year, perhaps even early next year. And remember, of course, whenever you're buying stuff like this from America or anywhere else, you may have import taxes depending on where you are. Remember, of course, that we saw Nendoroid Mei alongside Nendoroid Mercy, and she will be coming at some point as well, perhaps. Maybe we'll see her available for order later in the year, but she might not ship, of course, until early 2018. There we have it, a few little snippets of news for you to keep you tided over while we are waiting for Uprising to release. Blizzard dev team being on point with keeping us up to date as always on those Hanzo skins. Are you, like me, ridiculously excited for tonight's event? Be sure to come back, as I said, later for a whole bunch of videos. Perhaps I'll do a live stream of some of the new stuff as well. How about those Hanzo skins? What do you think we'll see? And what would you, if you're a Hanzo main or Hanzo player, like to see for skins for Hanzo? And are you probably, like I, going to have a small hole in your wallet again due to wanting Nendoroid Mei in your life and on your shelf? Do let me know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in as always. Do answer me this question. Do you prefer watching live streams on YouTube or Twitch? And if so, did you know that I'm on Twitch? Twitch.tv/HammehOW. Go throw me a follow there. Do throw a like, subscribe or comment if you want to stay up to date with all of the latest Overwatch news and indeed Overwatch lore, story and interactions, voice lines and more, as that's what my channel is mainly about. I've got all of the Overwatch lore covered. Have a look in the playlists below. Cheers for tuning in, folks. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.